What's up guys, Glenn here back on the Function Powersports YouTube. Today we are back with another sit down Sunday and we will be talking about the different types of machine builds in the ATV and UTV scene. There are actually quite a few types of builds one can do, and we will give a brief rundown of what those consist of. So before we get started into this list of machine builds, we want to make sure to let you guys know that our Function Powersports online gallery is there for you to not only check out the fitment of different wheel and tire setups or what can fit your ATV or UTV, but to also help you envision your build with wheels, tires, suspension, and even accessories. So make sure to check out our gallery with over 200 machines already submitted to it, and make sure to add yours. Let's dive in. So to start, let's touch on a good old trail build. You get a new or used stock machine and you realize it could use some upgrades. Trail builds usually consist of some wheel and tire upgrades, usually the convenience accessories like handguards, windshields, roofs, side mirrors, and in terms of vision, LED lighting or light bars are very common to add. Trail builds are usually the machines going out for the long day or weekend ride, and you will pack a cooler, bag, and even carry some spare gas with you. Trail builds can also consist of a lot of armor upgrades like bumpers, rock sliders, and maybe some A-arm guards, trailing arm guards, and anything else you can think of for added protection from off-road obstacles. Trail builds are a huge scene and really vary depending on what kind of riding that person is doing and where they mainly take the machines to. Trail builds can be quite unique. Now, let's talk about some mud builds. This is where you will find machines running larger tires and very aggressive or deep lug tires. Sometimes also running bigger wheels as increasing ground clearance becomes a goal, so bottoming out in the mud pits doesn't happen as easily. And now if that isn't enough, then suspension lift kits come into play. This is where bracket lifts or full suspension lift kits come in to lift that machine up much more than the stock height and really allows you to run the bigger wheels and tires, which all result in more ground clearance for the mud. Now, mud builds also will have winches in most cases, and you will notice some other necessities. Things like snorkel kits may be added to, raise the intake level higher up to allow for driving through much deeper mud or water, as well as a radiator relocation kit to help keep that mounted up higher and out of the mud. This way, the machine doesn't end up overheating because of a plugged up radiator. So, as you can see, mud builds can be much more different from trail builds with just those few modifications. Obviously, performance mods are big on both sides of things like tuners, intake, and exhaust. Now, more so for mud builds, upgraded axles are a big mod that is done too. On to the next topic of sand dune builds. These bad boys, whether it is a sport quad, drag quad, UTV, ATV, you name it, these machines are running special sand dune tires, commonly referred to as paddle tires. Paddle tires usually have various designs of paddle tread on the rear, and most front tires are kind of like a bald rounded tire, and for steering ability, you will notice many have ribs around the tire for some turning grip and steering control when riding in that soft sand or flying through the dunes. Now, dune builds will for the most part normally do some intake mods, as keeping these machines running in safe operational temperatures is a must. So, intake upgrades, radiator upgrades, and maybe even some engine ice coolant to keep things as cool as possible. Tuners are very common in all builds, and again, exhaust will be a huge mod done in sand dune builds for that added power running through the dunes, as sand can really rob some power from the machine. For the UTV riders, aftermarket roll cages become a very popular mod done in both the mud and sand dune scene, and sometimes in the trail scenes as well. To keep her moving here, let's roll into rock crawlers and extreme off-road machines. With these beasts, you will see beadlock wheels as an extremely popular mod, and they're usually paired with some bigger and special compound tires for rock crawling and maximum traction. Suspension lift kits, roll cages, and even gear reduction and axles are all super common upgrades here. Performance, of course, too. These machines tackle some of the most insane trails, climbs, and terrains. So these UTV owners are ready for really any obstacle thrown at them, and with safety in mind, Many upgrades include UTV seats, harnesses, roll cages, and all the body armor like bumpers, rock sliders, all the underbody armor and skid plates, you name it. These machines need maximum protection to be able to tackle the off-road elements thrown at them. So with that, I know there are more build topics like all the racing builds, which we could make a whole other video on. And as you can see, just this video alone gets you thinking of all the builds out there and how you can set up your machine. Make sure to check out the Function Powersports gallery and don't forget to add your machine to the gallery as well. You might just get a feature on our socials. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of your support. And if you could, make sure to leave the video a like, click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on our next videos, and make sure to comment below with what your favorite kind of build is from today's video. With that, I'm Glenn with Function Powersports, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.